Hello team, how's it going? So today we're going to be talking about what's going on in Israel. As some of you may be aware, on Saturday they had a surprise attack from the Hamas, the terrorist group. Okay, they launched thousands of missiles on Saturday into Israel, and they attacked them from land, sea and air, and they were completely taken by surprise, which has shocked them, especially with sort of the equipment they've got and how they boast themselves on their technology and their strengths. So since Saturday, they've been pretty much in an all-out war battle with the Hamas terrorist group, and it's gotten pretty serious now. So we're just going to do a bit of an update, see what's currently going on, see what's happened, and then we can just sort of go from there and sort of see where we think this is going to go. So looking at it then, like I said, they had a surprise attack on Saturday. Launched thousands of missiles. You can see sort of the destruction that has happened. So reading from here, like majority of what I'm going to read out is just news updates. So it's not really my words, but I'm just updating you on the situation. Hamas is the political organisation but led by Ismail Haniyeh that administers the Gaza Strip. It was created in 1987 during an uprising against Israel's occupation of Gaza and the West Bank. Its name is an acronym of an Arabic phrase that translates as Islamic Resistance Movement. Okay, and they sort of, people are condemning them as the ISIS in the area. So pretty serious. They launched thousands of missiles. Okay, this is the fourth time that they've done it to Israel now, and they've carried out numerous operations. Currently, within Israel, they're saying there's around 900 people that have been killed. And this isn't just soldiers. This is men, this is women, this is children, and even babies. Okay, and I'm even reading news articles where they're actually beheading people, and they are sort of beheading babies. You've got around 2,600 people in Israel that have been injured. Once again, majority of these are civilians. You've got about 830 killed sort of in Gaza who are Palestine people, and around 4,250 people that have been injured. Around 19 killed in occupied West Bank, and around 110 have been injured. So that's pretty serious, what's happened there. What you've also had go on is it's not just Israeli and the Palestine people that have been sort of killed and injured. You've also got British, so there is British nationals living out there that have been killed. There's around, I think it's 11 to 12 US citizens that have been killed. Okay, so they're now getting involved. And you've also got people from countries like Brazil, Mexico, I believe France, Germany, they're looking at this. And the US have even said that they're going to send over munitions. Okay, there's no talks of putting sort of boots on the ground as of yet, but they are sending over munitions, and they're going to try and support Israel. Iran, on the other hand, have openly said, look, they back Hamas terrorist group, and they're saying, you know, this is good, but we're not actually part of it. And then you've obviously got Israel with the border of Lebanon, and other sort of stuff going on as well. So they're in a pretty poor situation, bad situation. Okay, especially being completely taken by surprise on Saturday. But let's see sort of what actually is going on. So here you got President Biden and the Vice President Harris and other senior administration officials have just concluded a call with the Israeli Prime Minister. To receive a situation update on a terrorist attack in Israel and to direct next steps. Like I said, they're going to be sending over munitions. They're not talking about putting US boots on the ground, but they are going to be supporting them in that way, sort of like they have in Ukraine. Apparently Biden is going to address everyone shortly, so we'll see. Hamas have confirmed 2 deaths of officials in Gaza. 2 senior Hamas officials have been killed in airstrikes in Gaza. So Israel have literally said they are going to sort of turn it all to rubble in Hamas occupied areas. So they're really sort of like, you've attacked us, we're going to hit you twice as hard. So this is pretty bad. You'll read this bit here. The residents of the Israeli border communities expected periodic rocket attacks after Hamas seized control of Gaza in 2007. They accept danger as the price of the country, live in a tight-knit community which still had traces of pioneer spirit. All houses have reinforced safe rooms. They also had outside terraces, barbecues, swings for the children and fresh air. Where are we finding that? You can see, this is it here. Reporters have today visited the village of Kafar Aza, the site of a massacre committed by Hamas near the border of Gaza. Until this morning, fighting was still going on in the kibbutz. That's why the Israeli soldiers are only now collecting the bodies of residents who were there murdered. Okay, this is residents, this is civilians. Soldiers told the BBC's international editor Jeremy Bowen that Hamas stormed in, burning homes and killing families. An Israeli officer said some of the dead had even been beheaded. Okay, look, you've even got it here, like I said. Babies are being killed in the massacre. An Israeli army general has been given details of what he calls a massacre at the Kafar Aza kibbutz in Israel, just a short distance from the boundary with the Gaza Strip. You see the babies, the mothers, the fathers in their bedrooms, in their protection rooms, and how the terrorist kills them. They've even managed to get into the protection rooms. It's not a war, it's not a battlefield, it's a massacre. That's what I mean. So they're not just going after Israeli and it's sort of one force against another. They're just going in and killing everyone. There's also reports of them taking 150, 260, I think it is, something like that, hostage. Okay, and they're saying, look, if you don't stop these attacks, we're going to start killing these hostages. And this is women and this is children they've taken hostages. This is not soldiers. This is not prisoners of war. This is just civilians who have done nothing wrong, minding their own business. Israel says, so this is as of 1728 today, it's the fourth day of conflict. Israel says it's secured its boundary of Gaza 3 days after Hamas broke through to launch an assault that has left more than 1,000 Israelis dead. So saying more than 1,000 now, it's around 900 earlier. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrikes on the Gaza Strip have continued, with Palestinian authorities saying more than 800 people have been killed. So just straight there, that's 1,800 people in 4 days. Bearing in mind, in Afghanistan, the UK lost 444. The US lost quite a few thousand, but that was over a 20-year campaign. This is 4 days. See, out of accommodation, we were back in the shelter. Sirens continue to ring. So you've got sirens going off, some rocket and missile attacks. People are here are bracing for a long night after being warned by Hamas to leave the southern Israeli city by 1700, so 5 p.m. The latest 2 rounds of missiles came within 30 seconds of each other, with those who left the shelter quickly rushing back in. We're starting to see reports of injuries in the city, including one woman who was injured by glass and debris. Diplomatic efforts have said to be intensifying to try and free some of more than 100 hostages reportedly held by Hamas. Like I said, they've got a lot of hostages and they're claiming that they are going to kill hostages unless Israel sort of pull back and stop their attacks. So as you can see, it's pretty serious. We're going to stay on top of this. I'm going to send you some updates, but that's where we're currently at. Like I said, they got attacked on Saturday, complete surprise. Thousands of rockets and missiles come in overnight. They got attacked by land, sea and air. We're talking, it says in here, around 1,000 died in Israel. You got around 900 of Palestine citizens that have been killed. And it's just continuing and getting worse. So we're going to see how this continues, and I'll continue to update you. What do you think of what's going to happen? What do you think of this? Give us, a comment in the comment section. It'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are. I'm going to keep updated, and I'll post another video soon to see where this is sort of going. But you have got sort of like the US, UK, France, Germany, sort of getting involved, talking about it, seeing what they need to do. They obviously don't want to put boots on the ground, because as soon as you start putting boots on the ground, start putting vehicles, it starts escalating quicker and quicker. They can get out of hand very quickly. So like Ukraine, they're supplying, kit and equipment, munitions, see where it goes. But I can't see them putting boots on the ground at all. But it'd be interesting to see what you think of that. So, like I said, I'll keep you updated. There's just a quick update. I'm going to continue to keep reading up on it, get some research, see where I think it's going to go, see what's happening, and I'll continue to update you as we go on. Remember to click that subscription button, and I'll see you soon.